All right. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be taking a look at ladders. I've got two ladders here, the Gorilla ladder and also the Little Giant. Which is the better ladder for you? Or an even better question, which is a better ladder for me? Let's take a closer look. At first glance, you may say, well, that Gorilla ladder, it's bigger than the Little Giant. But that is because this one is extended. Both of these are almost the same ladder. Gorilla ladder, I believe you only can get at Home Depot, and Little Giant you can get other places except Home Depot. Here's where I believe these ladders will be common choices for other adjusters, roofing guys. Well, it's just an all-around good ladder choice. One reason is it will fit and lay flat in the back of a standard pickup truck. This is a Chevy. Quad cab, extended cab, whatever you want to call it, but a 6.5 foot bed. Both ladders, when retracted all the way, will fit. Both ladders can be purchased in different versions, different sizes, different accessories on there. I'm going to show you what I got, and you guys can help me determine what's going to be the better ladder to take with me on my next deployment. Now we got the Gorilla ladder. The Gorilla ladder, for starters, is about $100 less than the Little Giant, and it is about 10 pounds lighter. You know, doing a quick quality check of the materials, you'll see there's this yellow plastic footers. Here's what the steps look like. Got a rubbery, plasticky footing held in with these. These ladders are a bit of transformers, and you do that is by turning these knobs. The steps on this, they do their job. I'm wearing Vans instead of Cougar Paws at the moment, and it's a little slick, especially if you were doing this in wet, slippery conditions. I'd be careful. One of the more severe on-job injuries is falling off a ladder. And that's why there's a current need as adjusters to climb on tall, steep roofs, is to replace the ones that did it wrong and fell. And they're not on roofs anymore. Maybe I shouldn't joke about that. Which brings up the question, what exactly can we get on with these ladders? Okay, we have a simple one-story home, and we're gonna get on top of it with the Gorilla ladder. Now, most of the time, you're probably gonna be starting from this position here, where you'll be carrying it from your truck. To turn it into an extension ladder, once it's in this position, I've got two places that I can extend it to make it long with the max length of 22 foot. We're not going to need all of it for this roof, but we will need half. The Gorilla ladder absolutely is easier to handle because of it being lighter weight. Now that reaches the top in that position, but that is not a good climbing position right there. That is too close to the house. There's a few rules to ladder safety. You can find those in other videos. It's, I don't know, 75-degree angle, 45-degree angle, 4-to-1 ratio, something along that lines. But you don't want it too straight, and ideally you'd like for it to extend 3 foot above the roof line. That makes it much, much easier to step onto the roof, because you can just step on the roof. But even more important, it's easier to get off versus climbing down low. Just step over to your top step and then go to the next. 3 points of contact all the way down. And taking it down is not too difficult, but you do want to be careful not to damage gutters or anything else. But to lower it, I walk it back. Lock it into place. There's probably a better way to do that. And we're ready to load it back up. can tell the Little Giant has a little more weight to it. There's at least a 5-pound difference between the two, and you can tell. Really just a higher grade of everything, from the button to the switches to the steps. The non-extension steps are a little thicker than the extension steps. There are a good set of wheels on the Little Giant, which makes it easier transporting. You can roll it instead of drag it. But the reason this one is probably going to go in my Chevy instead of the Gorilla ladder is the leveler, because all ground is not level. But basic operation is the same as the Gorilla ladder. Oop. Do not do this indoors.
The leveler legs are a big deal.
The leveler legs is a big deal. Like right now, I'm not on level ground. But I can just step on that, and here we go. And one thing you probably noticed, I mean, it's not a silent ladder, but I don't think it's as noisy as a Gorilla ladder. They will both allow you to achieve the same height, a maximum of 22 foot, which 22 foot will be tall enough for most first-story homes. 2 stories, probably going to need a bigger ladder. But what would you pick? $259 Gorilla ladder or the $360 Little Giant leveler ladder? Once again, both are multi-purpose ladders, can be used a few different ways, most commonly as an extension ladder or as an A-frame step ladder. And of course, with the two together, we can achieve the scaffold. So who wants a scaffold match? Anybody remember? The steps are basically the same size. The handles achieve the same purpose. Both are made of plastic. Plastic on the Little Giant feels a little more solid. The steps have an end cap compared to a ribbit. The feet seem a little more solid. Femur on the Little Giant, plus the load leveler. It's all done by this button. There's one on each side. Press one in, and then generally you have to press the other one too. Alright, before I do my last demonstration, I want to thank all of you for making it this far in the video. If you're enjoying the type of content I'm bringing, please drop a thumbs up, leave your comments below, and without any further ado, let me show you why I'm going to take the Little Giant with me when I go on my next deployment. The Little Giant works a little smoother. You want your wheels up in the air, your leveling feet at the bottom. Now one technique is, I back it up and then extend it so the part of the ladder that's resting on the roof, it can rest on the roof. Let me show you. While standing on the ladder, we'll turn both of these. Slide it up. Lock it into place. What do you think, guys? Is that safe or is that a little steep? Also, if I need a little more, I can do these at the bottom. And you can raise it a little more this way. This is probably a little less than ideal. This is not fully extended, but it gives you an idea of the power of the Little Giant. Now this is a close to ideal ladder climbing experience. All right. That's going to be a wrap on this video. Appreciate everyone watching, making it to the end, dropping thumbs up, leaving the comments, telling me which ladder you would choose. Since I already have two, I believe I'm going to be rolling with the Little Giant. But the Gorilla ladder is a great ladder. It is a little lighter, easier to handle, quicker to set up maybe. But the Little Giant is sturdy and firm, and it has the leveler. My intention is to upload with some regularity videos similar to this that are value-based in some way, shape, or form. My expectation as I will venture out on another deployment, a new deployment for me. I don't know if it'll be a hurricane or what it'll be, but stay tuned, subscribe if you hadn't already, and don't forget to hit the so you'll get notifications. But I'll see you in the next video.
Everybody going through a little something, something. Sing a little song with a guitar strumming. Smile on your brother, hey, the good Lord's coming. Keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on trucking.
Okay. Last thing I'm saying, and then the video is over. I know you probably already subscribed, and I don't know if you've seen this video, but I've gotten fatter in each video I've made this year. I weighed myself today as I was weighing the ladders, and I'm over 200 pounds again. I think it's time to start putting butter in the coffee.